What up, YouTube? It's knowledge of self-determination. This I guess you can call this another Trump video. But I wanted to introduce you guys to, and this isn't me being condescending or being presumptuous, so much so as to think that most people are illiterate and don't know this word. But for those of you who may be young, who may be younger than I am, maybe you're a teenager or something like that, or whatever, and you don't really know what this word means. You may have heard it, but you don't know what it means. Most politicians that I've seen, heard, listened to, research, studied, presidents on down, have been this. And the word is demagogue. First, I'll read the Wikipedia definition of it, and then I'll read a different definition of it. And you guys let me know what you think about this, because this is what politics has become for the most part in this country. For me, that's what I see. That's what I see. How else could we live in a country with, over 600 million people and still have so much turmoil? It's in civil unrest. It's crazy. But anyway, a demagogue. This is Wikipedia's definition, which is pretty much in line with other definitions. But anyway, a demagogue, a popular leader, a leader of a mob, from people, populace, the commons, or rebel rouser, is a leader in a democracy who gains popularity by exploiting prejudice and ignorance among the common people, whipping up the passions of the crowd and shutting down reasoned deliberation. Demagogues have usually advocated immediate, violent action to address a national crisis while accusing moderate and thoughtful opponents of weakness or disloyalty. Demagogues overturn established customs of political conduct or promise or threaten to do so. Most who were elected to high office changed their democracy into some form of managed democracy. That's interesting. Let's see. Managed democracy. Guided democracy, also called managed democracy, is a formally democratic government that functions as a de facto autocracy. Sorry about that. Such governments are legitimized by elections that are free and fair, but lack the ability to change the state's policies, motives, and goals. Alright, I kind of digressed there. I just wanted to know what that meant. Sorry about that. Demagogues have appeared in democracy since ancient Athens. They exploit a fundamental weakness in democracy because ultimate power is held by the people. Nothing stops the people from giving that power to someone who appeals to the lowest common denominator of a large segment of the population. That is something that Americans really, really need to get back on. Because ultimate power is held by the people. You guys have to understand that. We the people have the power. The Constitution was designed to give the people power. Politicians are only the middleman, so to speak. We the people take our complaints and our worries and our needs to these politicians. They're supposed to come together to discuss and to hash out what the best possible way to proceed should be, and then they do that for their constituency. They work for us. It's not the other way around. They are public servants. Politics in America, I should say, has completely flip-flopped what true democracy is. First and foremost, the reason for that is because America isn't a democracy, it's a republic. It's in the preambles of the Constitution, and it's also in the Pledge of Allegiance. Let's see. How does it go? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, not to the Democratic Republic or the democracy which it stands, to the republic. On any document that pretty much sums up America. The Constitution, let's just go there. The Constitution doesn't have democracy in it so far as defining what this country is. It's a republic. Okay? In a republic, the government has the power and they deliberate that power to the people. In a democracy, the people hold the power and they tell the government the things that they want. And by majority rule in that democratic process, those things are to come to fruition. At least that's my understanding of it. If I'm wrong, please go in the comment section and correct me. But that's what my understanding of what a democracy and a republic is. Do we live in a democracy or do we live in a republic? Look at the Constitution. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. Also, demagoguery, or being a demagogue, has the definition of that reminded you of anybody in politics that you may be thinking of right now? Like, has this sparked any memories, any latent memories of anybody in politics who have done these sorts of things? Let's see. Demagogue. This is a different definition now. A political leader who seeks support by appealing to popular desires and prejudices rather than by using rational arguments. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me see. Synonyms: rebel rouser, agitator, political agitator, soapbox orator, firebrand, fomenter, provocateur. He was drawn into a circle of campus demagogues. That was just a sentence. Basically an example using the word in a sentence. But that's all I really wanted to get out to you guys. You know, see, politics in America has Americans constantly fighting and fighting each other, constantly going back and forth. Democrat, Republican, Democrat, Republican, Democrat, Republican. Most Americans forget that there's a third party. There's an independent party. People in the independent party, from what I understand, usually are straddling the fence. There are things that they're conservative about. There are things they're liberal about. You understand? But they're neither conservatives nor liberal. Because in reality, how can you be one thing? How can you make up your mind about a situation before you've heard all of the necessary information about it? How can you be Republican all across the board on every issue? How can you be conservative about everything before you've heard all the arguments and all the facts about it? And likewise with being Republican. You understand what I'm saying? Republicans are on this conservative stuff, but yet in conservative circles, they have a higher teen pregnancy rate. They have higher abortion rates and things like that. The list just goes on and on. And how many times have we seen in the media Republicans getting, basically put on blast, or conservatives, I should say, getting put on blast for pretty messed up behaviors that you would think a conservative person wouldn't really be into indulging in or engaging in. But anyway, I just wanted to put that word out there. Just give you guys something to think about, some food for thought. What is a demagogue? Are any of the presidents that you voted for, or any of the presidential eras you've lived through, do any of these people remind you of a demagogue at all when you listen to their campaign speeches and things like that? Trying to get you emotionally riled up. Because there was a lot of emotion in this last election when he was on the campaign trail running against Hillary Clinton. And the debates were just laughable. But anyway, let me know what you guys think. What other words or adjectives adjectives can you use to describe politicians that you have seen or lived through? I'm gonna tell you one politician that I like. Now, and I'm gonna say this one. I'm gonna say these last two things, and then I'm gonna cut the video. See, my thing was like, when I was younger, back in my day, when I was hitting strip clubs up like real heavy or whatever. I was in the strip club. I'm not going to say which city, and I'm not going to say the politician's name. But I was sitting there chilling, with my drink or whatever, just chilling. One of my homeboys or whatever, tossing dollars on the stage, watching the chicks do their thing or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't even old enough to be in a strip club, but I knew the dude at the door. I slipped y'all 50 every time I came in. He let me up in there. Told me if I had any problems, come holler. My man Pete, good peoples. Anyway, so I see this guy, big shot. Comes through, politician, got his 2, 3, 4 bodyguards with him. This dude comes in, goes straight back to the VIP. In fact, it was quite a few dudes in there that I know, some big time hustlers from back in the day when I was growing up. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm rubbing elbows with dudes that I looked up to, dudes that was getting money. I'm on the same level with these dudes now, whatever. Here this dude come, and one dude that was trying to spark up conversation with me. You know what I'm saying? Got up. oh, hey, what's up? You know, gave him that or whatever. Like, he knew him personally, which sparked a red flag in my head anyway. Anyway, the whole story was politicians are not what you think they are. We should have learned this long ago, America, that politicians are not what we think they are. A lot of them, I'd say 95% of them. And there are politicians out there who are worth their weight in gold. Maxine Waters, she's a senator from California. I love this woman. This woman is this woman is a beast, like straight up. In fact, I have to dedicate a video to Maxine Waters because she's a powerful woman and she is a truth seeker. There may be things about her that people don't like, but I got all the respect in the world for Maxine Waters. And I will put a link in the description to a video the one LVZ did about Maxine Waters so that you guys can check it out. And feel free to come back to my channel. If you're a subscriber, you're going to get the notification anyway. And just check to see when I posted my video on Maxine Waters, because this is a sister who deserves to be praised, looked up to. She's the type of woman that young girls and boys should inspire to be. I'm not saying boys should aspire to be a woman. I'm just saying she's the type of person. She's passionate. She loves her people, you know, and she's fighting for truth and justice. That's the type of person kids should aspire to be, and some adults. But anyway, I'm gonna leave it with that. You know, like, learn, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think about the political leaders appealing to, you know, popular desires, prejudices, and emotional arguments rather than sound, rational, logical, political debates about the issues at hand. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Again, not a self-determination. Like, learn, and subscribe, and I'm out. Peace.